YouTube! Today's patch, we're doing patch again. Today's patch is August 30th, 2023. I know like last, maybe? I don't know. But anyway, today's patch just released. I'm doing it off of stream because I do shit later and I want to get this out as soon as possible. Today's patch consists of 1.97 gigabytes and there's not a big patch, but they have some classes that have an update. So Warrior got some fixes and improvements, and then Berserker got a buff where Succession Zerker. The PvE situations with Prime Raging Thunder cannot be used during instances such as skill being on cooldown. This skill was previously not as effective in monster zones requiring the down attack debuff. So now we made it so you can combo with Ultimate Frenzy Destroyer, Prime Devastation, or Prime Ancient Wave along with Prime Beastly Wind Slash and Prime Fierce Strike in beast form, thus granting a larger arsenal of down attack skills in most monster zones. So Zerker, Succession Zerker, got a PvE buff and a class change, skill change thing for down attacks. Yeah, I can talk, I swear. So those are all of the Succession Zerker buffs, and Mystic got a few changes for recovering martial spirits and power upon performing the last attacks. So Mystic got a few changes, not big ones. I know a lot of Mystic players want bigger changes, but maybe in the future. Lahn got a buff. A lot of Lahn players are probably super happy. Awakened Lahn relied heavily on her grab. In PvP, if she failed and had to wait for the skill to cooldown, and it was difficult to attack her opponent safely. So Lahn got a few safety changes with her Taunting Death, Flow Mangler, Tailspin, and Blood Moon Twist made it possible to defensive effect with Taunting Death while dealing damage. They also changed the core Eradication to now grant super armor during this skill, thus granting another opportunity to strike Lahn's opponents without the need for a grab. So you know that really long grab that Lahn has? Well, now she is protected when she's killing you. So good luck, guys. Good luck. I'm also a Lahn player, so I'm pretty happy. This is what the skill looks like now. It's pretty cool. And those are all the Lahn skills. Corsair got an issue fixed when performing riding waves literally above water. Couldn't combo with the skill, so it would cause the Corsair to fall in water. But now she's different. It changed. She doesn't fall in water anymore. So yay, Corsair. The Sea Palace. Changes to the Sea Palace. There, the events are no longer here, which are protected in the palace. Baby Vel no longer shows up. The race event is no longer a thing. The stealing the rabbit's liver is no longer a thing. And the characters that needed certain materials are no longer needing those materials. The stories of the Sea Palace, though, they are continuing the quiet down. So the fish tank is still there. The receiving guidance, the looking for his lost daughter is still there. So you have these that are still in the game. Dorito's fish tank became close to adventure sharing stories and began enjoying fishing together. He started giving iridescent shellfish to them. The quest requirement to obtain iridescent shellfish for Shimmy's miraculous fish tank now includes catching green grade fish ×3. So the dialogues of the quests have been changed. So these quest dialogues are changing. They added Shimmy Shimmy's Miraculous Fish Tank information to the Black Spirit Guide. They added Shimmy Shimmy's Miraculous Fish Tank to the quest suggested. And then he began giving shellfish to skilled adventurers in fishing so that they can safely handle Shimmy Shimmy's Miraculous Fish Tank, which contains special power. The whirlpool in Velia, has calmed down and it's disappeared. It's gone. The whirlpool near Mughal village it can be used to travel to the Sea Palace. Then we have some changes and fixes, changed so that you could revive at previous location, reviving closest to a safe zone in Mongolia affected by the Sea Palace awakening weakened influence. The event Dragon King's Haeyong wine, which never ran out, began to deplete as the influence of the Sea Palace weakened. Changed the event banner in the endgame UI and changed the challenge tab of Arena Solaire. Changed the description of the Sea Palace World MP on the world map. Velia's Old Moon, they added this. They added a Velia's Old Moon furniture workshop, so you can now create all of these thingies in these workshops in these towns. So all of these thingies are now available. And then they have pictures, so if you want to go check out the pictures of the new furnitures, they're there. The Dark Rift event will begin September 6th. It is not this week. It is September 6th. It is next week. Yeah, next week. I know a lot of people thought it was going to be this week. It is not this week. It is next week. They mass opening of box type items, so now you no longer have to click repeatedly on box stacking items. You can now just type in how much you want to open. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad they entered that. The Jay's Hammer ends September 5th, guys. So if you are new and you are trying to get enough silver, or you have you don't know about this, you have until September 5th before maintenance to tap your stuffs, your armors and weapons to pen. If you want to use this, I suggest using it for pen. But if you don't have a tet item to tap for pen, you can try and tap for tet as well, as a last resort if you don't want this to go to waste. Monsters, Garmoth is changing again. She's no longer flying in the air forever. So if you don't have an alt at Garmoth, you may want to head there pretty fast, like maybe 10 minutes before Garmoth spawns, because if she's no longer in the air, she's gonna die super, super fast. So I suggest having an alt there already, or heading out there early enough to be there right when she spawns, because there's no longer a, oh, she's not landing, I can wait like 10 minutes before I go over. It's no longer a thing. She's gonna die super fast, guys. So I suggest making plans to head out there early if you do not have an alt. The buff for Ula Ula has changed. The look of it has changed. It's more easier to see. Dekia's Lantern changed the respawn time of the Eye of Despair in Thornwood to 1 minute. Dekia's Lantern increased the detection range of monsters in Thornwood Monster Zone. Dekia's Lantern fixed the issue where the monsters in Thornwood Forest zone occasionally appeared inside objects when they disappeared. Dekia's Lantern fixed the issue with Toro Scouts and Toro Sanctuary Soldiers that were not appearing correctly in the monster zone. Fixed issues of defeating monsters being difficult in the Tunkatata region by resolving the aforementioned problems. Changed so that defeating rare monsters, the snake, which appears in Tashir Ruins, will guarantee obtaining a venom. Expanded the range of Tashir Ruins in Marnie's realm. Improved it to allow smoother encounters and battles with the snake in Marnie's realm accordingly. Dekia's Lantern Olin's Valley improved so that the Olin's Golem's left arm now detects impact collision when hit by charging skills. Olin's Valley fixed the issue where you couldn't hit Olin's Golem's left arm. Oh, that's shitty. That you couldn't do that. Quest knowledge. So the Red Town, you can now get a new way to acquire knowledge from the red player town instead of losing karma. So after completing the quest line, which can be started in the general goods vendor Ashim in Ilabeb Oasis with characters level 55 or higher, you can obtain the knowledge of the Valencia Journal, McQuinn's Venture Log, Revenge Begins from Marzana. The suspicious adventure has appeared in the inn run by Roro the cook of Arihaza. Rumors suggest that he fled from Miquin. Through the questline Suspicious Adventure, you can obtain all the knowledge in the Villains of Valencia and Miquin's Venture Log categories that include, excluding Revenge Begins. You need to acquire 2 categories of knowledge to proceed with this questline, and you have to find out the location of the relevant knowledge by talking to the suspicious adventurer. Acquiring each category of knowledge requires 30 energy, but Hashishin, who has completed the awakening request, can obtain it without consuming energy. So hash browns, you don't lose energy when you do this. Added the method of attaining knowledge through above ways when hovering over the knowledge that you have not acquired in following 2 categories in the knowledge H. Categories: Miquin, Venture Log, and Villains of Valencia. Changed so that you can now talk with node managers to learn the respective node knowledge in Ula Ula. If you discovered a node but have yet to learn its knowledge, speak with the relevant node manager to learn it. Here are all the node managers in the new region. Change the quest giving NPC for Season Fugar Faded Memories, which requires Fugar's precious necklace in your possession. Quest giver, Black Spirit, Fugar. NPC background sound, they changed or improved all of those. The UI, you can now move the buying selling window in the central market. You can move the window by dragging the title bar with your cursor mouse. Mouse cursor, same thing. The quantity input UI will now be displayed when clicking on the quantity text when purchasing items at the Pearl Shop. Fix the size of integrated health gauge UI and in the editing UI match the actual size. Instructions will now reflect the changes made to the hotkeys when going through pet tutorial. So here are all of those changes as well. Patch note was pretty short. It was pretty short this time. If you guys would like some more content, different types of content, please let me know. So far, we're only doing patch notes. I have a few videos that are coming out pretty soon. I just have to record a few bit more thingies. But if you would like more content, different content, please let me know. Comment in the comment section. I'd really appreciate it because you guys are what I'm doing this content for. And I really enjoy making content for you guys. So please let me know what other content you would like. Different games, different other contents like React content. Maybe you would like to know more about moi. Yeah, just let me know. Bye-bye. Oh yeah. Please like, please subscribe, and I love you so much.